the last speaker back up here, Mr. Adedoyin Balogun, please. Give a round of applause, please. I'd like to welcome our convener. Please come join us. And of course, our CSO. She didn't know this is coming yet. CSO, yes. Just come, right? Just come. Okay? Good. So, let's take questions. Do we have questions from this last session, or, like I said, okay, you can bring the music now. Thank you. Or from, the general conversation we're having today, stepping into new economic horizons. You have an idea that is burning in your mind and you want us to brainstorm about it, and you want us to find ways ahead. This is the moment that you can ask those questions. So, who has a question? Let me see your hand. Okay, okay. Donalyn, 1, yes. Adams, 2, okay. 3 from Getty, okay. 3, all right. So, okay, good man. Thank you. All right. So, what you're going to do? You're going to come up to the microphone. You please introduce yourself again and get to your question, and then the panelists will take it up from there.
Good afternoon. My name is Donalyn Harry. I'm a master of ceremony and communication specialist. I have 2 questions. One of them is something that has been burning in my heart for years. The first question is this. All my life, whenever I hear about economic downtimes in the past, I hear about the place of giving. Why wasn't that touched here about giving? Because most people, when you read their books, say one thing that helped to change, to take me from average to above average, was that I began to give. Whether you're talking about Bill Gates, I'm not talking about tithe and offering per se, but giving for the greater good.
Okay.
The second question is this. This is a burning thing in my heart. In Africa, we are always 10 steps backward. They call us the 3rd world nation, but we are like the 10th world nation. While we are here trying to embrace working virtually and changing the scope in which we work, in the first world per se, robots and AI, they're taking over jobs. While we are trying to meet up with working virtually, they are threatened by not being able to work virtually any longer. And over the years, I've noticed that even when the world was going from the analog to the digital, getting smartphones and tablets, Africa were fighting for apartheid and the rest of them. Will there ever be a time where there will be creativity, genuine creativity and innovation in Nigeria, Africa at large, where we are not backward? Because whatever we are coming up with, so we are making airplanes, it's old. It's all been done before. When will this be, and is it possible? And how can we spearhead this? Thank you.
Do the Nigerian clap. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, wow. This is your question. All right. But that's so. Adams, just we'll call you up. Okay. Let's treat this one before we get to the next question. I'm so sorry, Mr. Adams. Okay. But I think I can go first. Based on your first question. And it is something I've adopted. I've actually created a YouTube video that the economy right now seems to be really tough, but it's time to start giving. And giving is not just about giving money. You can give other forms of resources. Give information, give knowledge, give a helping hand. I said I was going to talk about volunteering. Volunteering, give time. Give your time to something. Give your time to a group. Give your time to somebody younger. Give your time to older people who cannot help themselves. This is the time to start giving. When you give, you build your skills. I entered the development world by volunteering. As a youth corper, I would serve in a clinic, in a hospital, work from 9 to 2. And from 2 p.m., I'm in an NGO working from 2 to 5 o'clock. I was there every day. My HODs found me to be dependable. He could travel knowing that Dr. Sambo was going to come. And from there, I learned how to do the work. I learned HIV medicine from there. And that was how I got into the NGO space. This is over a decade later. So volunteering is time to give. What skill is it that you want to learn? You can volunteer in that space. Do you want to learn how to make videos? Join a video department in your church. But join the video department with me. Say you want to volunteer to be my content creator. You want to be her content creator. Volunteer. Give that skill for free and see if you will change. So it is time to give. Donnelly, I can tell you, I pushed my wife. It was difficult to get her public speaking. But I started telling her, look, let's learn how to give people the knowledge you have about managing resources. My wife is brilliant at managing personal economy. She has a spiritual gift. I'm telling you, spiritual gift, Pastor can tell you about it. If it comes to handling money, it is a spiritual gift for her. And I've got her, our first video is up there, the Royal Biz, it's on YouTube right now. Go and check it out, the Royal Biz, that's also advert, alright? Okay? So I've gotten her to start talking about her skills about managing resources. It is time for us to give. As we are giving for free, we are going to improve. I have told her repeatedly, and I'm using a personal experience to share this, that I know it. I know millions of naira are coming. Dollars are coming. I already know. I am so certain. As we continue with this, it's tough. But as we're giving that knowledge for free, we're talking about lifestyle, talking about marriage, about economy. I am so certain our economy is going to change. So yes, giving is actually important in this time. Alright, so I'll give another opportunity to anybody on the panel to speak. Okay? Let's go.
I like the angle which you came from, which is the fact that at times like this, we are expected to give. TESA is a gift. Somebody that just left asked me, say, you're doing this for free. I said, yes. So nobody paid for this. I said, yes, nobody paid. Because it's at moments like this that we generate energy. And the energy we generate is from looking outside ourselves and looking at what we can do for our community. It's from such impact that you create a bond. So now I know you, and you're already telling me you want to join our team. You're already offering your service. It's because we gave first. So that's what happens. If the guy does not say, hey, I like you, and by giving that first, there will not be any response from the girl. So life responds from our giving. I don't think Nigerians are selfish really. I just feel that I've become very careful because we have been hurt a lot. And trust has been lost. You know, you hear promises and they end up being like empty promises. But here we are. We have had a bit of, what I call it now. Let's call it lunch or brunch. It was free. So we are communicating giving up by teaching it. We are doing it, demonstrating it to everybody. We're expecting more people with there's still some cookies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tea station is still open.
Still open. So giving for me is not in your verbalizing it, talking about it. It is in your action. And I think, not even think, it is obvious that what we have done today is putting to action that very act of giving itself. You listen to Mr. Balogun, his years of experience is a gift to us. You are climbing his shoulders. So, I mean, we are giving already. It's just that because some of us are Christians here, if I don't say give, bring out money, we don't think to give. We must not be stimulated externally to give. You must look inside and say, what can I offer? That begins to change your life, honestly. So this is the second way we're having TESA. Has it been easy? No, but we are giving it. Next year we'll be having 3 before the main TESA. Let me start announcing it now. We'll have TESA for women, it's called TESA Plus. It's going to be called Drive. And it's still free. We'll have TESA for men, it's going to be called Drive. We'll have TESA for young people, it's going to be called Strive. And all of this will happen before we have the General Assembly of TESA. So when Mr. Ernest was talking about TESA, so we're going to have Thrive for women, Thrive for men, and Strive. And for young people, we are out to give. So it's already happening as you are receiving. Also give. So we don't need to mobilize that. Then the second question.
Yes, we'll come to the second question, except somebody else has what to say on this.
I want to start from the second question.
Okay, go ahead.
So Africa has been, or black people were taught to believe we didn't have it in us to change the world. but times are changing. And in Africa, we're plagued with so much. So, like when Nigerians jump up, they realize that life is not so hard. So you can think. So for example, in Nigeria, I'm the one that is powering my house. I have to fetch water. So for me to succeed, I have to do 10 times what somebody abroad is doing. Abroad there's light, so I can think. But the narrative is changing. What our generation, we're not taught to think. But our children are pushing the narrative. I have children less than 10. I tell them to sit down and ask you why. You don't just go out robots anymore. So the younger generation knows that we can do better. That the white man is not better than me. And that my life can be better. So the first thing, like you said, is in your mind. If you tell yourself you can do it, you can. And now we're seeing people who have done it. I like sports a lot. Serena Williams, before they became tennis players, their father saw it. He asked himself, why can't these girls do this? So the challenge we had back then, black people had, was we had so many distractions. Like in Nigeria, you are battling with light, this one, that one. So before you even finish that, to now start thinking to succeed, you are exhausted. But the white man, there's light. So sometimes when you hear their problems, you actually say, that will be a problem. Because what I'm battling here is like giants. So when people go abroad, they've succeeded, they've grown. So here you are exerting more to achieve. But the times are changing. People are telling themselves that we can do better. And I can tell you that people are developing things. They just don't have the enabling environment. If you go on YouTube, you see people have made cars. Yes, it could be that we are replicating, but they are trying. And it's because they don't have the support system. Abroad, you have the support system. You have everything. But the truth is, times are changing. And like Anesi said, if we continue like this, you'll be surprised that Africa will take the world. I want to use Christianity. The white people brought Christianity, but I didn't realize that we are the ones taking it back. So times are changing, just a matter of time. Africans will take over the world.
Thank you. Before Mr. Balogun goes on, and I can see we're riding on the wave. Okay, let me let it go.
Just to buttress what she said, I totally understand what you're saying. I just want to come and bring a balance. Everything's a matter of time. Now, I also touch on there's been a deliberate, it's a grand plan to keep Africa under. Unfortunately, we don't have leadership that can see. Not because we've not had, actually, they've been taken out. You know, the likes of Sankara and the rest. You know, because the moment at the time you reach here, Africa rising, the moment Africa rises, the truth of the matter is it will destabilize the entire world, the way they do business. Now, if you do a deep dive, as I'm talking now, the person in charge of the US Treasury is Nigerian. In Canada, Nigerians are excelling. So it is not that we are lesser people. What makes onions give you teary eyes is the sulfur. Now, they've done research and they started planting earth, they started creating soil without sulfur, and the onions don't give teary eyes. So what am I trying to say? Look, it's like this. There was a time in Europe, as we know it today, Europe, they were barbarians. They were eating each other. They didn't used to have their battle. Choose that. So everything, yes, everything is time. Cradle of civilization like it started in Africa and now moved. You know, so give it time. Ours is to play our own part at time because we are always part of a bigger whole. So yes, you are looking for that whole shift. No, it won't work like that. Usually it's critical mass, and critical mass builds on, you know, yes, we need to.
All right, I know that. Thank you very much. Please appreciate him. Please do that. I know that Dina wants to respond. Jonathan, I must say, right, one of the reasons why I did the masterclass is I'm tired of us complaining of our leaders in Nigeria. And one of the things you have heard from a lot of them here is we can create an enabling environment for people to think. That is what a leader should do. So the leadership that Nigeria and Africa needs is to be able to create an environment that will allow you to think and to thrive. And so that in those countries where it is easier to think, we need to do that, all right? So is there a leader in the room? I am talking to you. When you get to national office, please create an environment where I don't have to think of power. Please create an environment I don't have to think of my children's safety. Please think and do something about it. It is in you. Look, I'm not waiting till you get into office. I am already acting upon it now to talk to the future leaders, national leaders, that you must begin to show this leadership by creating that environment, the ability to pull people together, to set up systems, to ensure that people can thrive, can think, and they can thrive, they can succeed on their own. Look, you can do it. You don't have to, you can do it. Pastor, please go ahead.
I want to address the question two ways. One, I want to show you a bit of hope. Anytime you see, I want you to observe to see how things are changing. When the world begins to listen to your music, you see, before science and technology comes, it's the arts first. It announces when it's coming. And it has shown over a period of time that once you have the world listening to your music, watching your art only, there is a shift happening already. So it's already happening. The world is listening to our music. This is not just secular. Let me introduce the two of them. Atenebasis filling stadiums outside this country. Musioko is filling stadiums outside this country. Burna Boy is filling stadiums outside. I know of Burna Boy. They are doing those things. The world is listening to what we have to offer. I watched a video where a Chinese guy was trying to replicate pounded yam. He just ate pounded yam with a bottle of Fanta. But he said, not pet bottle, drinkable bottle, glass bottle drinking, with egusi soup. And he was talking about how pounded yam is nutritious with the soup. It means that pounded yam has always been a global food, but it did not have the platform. So we are having the platform already with TikTok. So our arts can ride on the technology available. I'm showing you, I hope you're getting this. So it's not far away at all. But the thing now is, if we want to now repeat what has been invented, that is where the problem is. Which is basically our problem in Nigeria, is copy and paste. So we see somebody doing, then we do. Thank you, sir, for teaching us what you told us today. You must see beyond your eyes. That's right. You must stop this copycatism where you are a speaker. I speak, but I'm not a what you call an MC. I'm not an MC. I'm not fighting for that space, and there's no space to fight. We complement. That's the third part of this. That you are already thinking of synergizing with him. He's working with us here. When we force strong communities like that, and we understand that our energies are complementary, I'll begin to pour my water on you. And as you grow, I will eat of the fruit. I don't have to farm the plant. I just have to wait till I eat. That's how it works. So we must begin to think differently and begin to see that it's already happening. Take that thing you have, put it on that space. You don't need NT anymore. You don't know. It has been decentralized by God.
That's right.
You have your TikTok channel.
That's right.
Just I should let you know.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Adams, please come to the mic quickly. Right, let's take the next. I think we had 3 questions, right? Getty is after Adams. Okay, time is not our friend. So, Donaldin, the ball is in our court. We can do it. Let's not copy. We have our own unique brand that we can sell. Okay? All right, that the world will need to hear. Please go ahead. Tell us your name, what you do, and go straight to your question.
Adams Samuel, I'm an educator. Straight to the point. We have had a lot of motivational thoughts and the rest, and I believe a lot of us have inbuilt ideas that we want to bring out. Now the problem is the platform. As I say, give me a place to stand and I can move the world. And the problem is getting a place to stand in Nigeria is very difficult, especially for us, the youth who are coming up. You might have a great idea, but the question is, who is ready to fund it? What is the funding channel? Without meeting the who knows who. Because in Nigeria now, who knows who? Maybe you have the idea, but who do you know to help you
with that relationship?
Thank you.
Okay.
Better idea.
Any other question? That's it, right?
That's it.
Thank you. So I can answer you already. I know Mr. Balogun wants to go, but let him go. Okay, let me let him go.
So I think we oftentimes miss the point. The moment you put money as
the regular step.
first step, you won't go far. And I say this because a typical example. When I started by selling t-shirts. So my seed in itself was just a t-shirt, then 2 shirts, right? But with consistency, and diligence and dedication. There's a place for time. A lot of time. I see a lot of young people that I mentor, they want to start from the top. The reason I start from the top is the grave. There is a place for process. You cannot the moment you do, destruction is ahead. That's the truth of the matter. And that's what I'm saying. I have 4 kids and 3 of them are teenagers. And after time, I have to sit them down and tell them, look, this path I have walked it. In another time, you think you know it all. I learned that this is the proverb that what an old person sitting down and the grandson told him, Grandma, I can check on the reality is that there's a place for process. And when you go through that process, as painful as it will be, guess what? It's a knowledge, it's an experience that guides you and keeps you for the future. There are things, so despite this recession and all that's happening now, we're still good. It's not the best, but we're still good. Why? Because I've dug my trenches. Do you get my point? I've dug my trenches. We've invested in equipment, we've invested in people. So plus or minus, it still balances out. It's not the other way, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying, now, what if I decided to start from the top? What is the foundation? What exactly will stay in power right now? Because right now, for every time everybody wants to spend, they're going to check it. Now, you want me to invest in you. What do you have? That is the principle of God, it's the principle of life. If you go to the bank now, there's something they call equity contribution. You want to borrow 100 million, it's okay, bring 30. Not because they can't give you 100 million. They want to see that you also have a stake. When you join a brotherhood, a fraternity, a club, so you are into your blood. It is the same principle. You must have a stake. Nobody's going to fight, except your father or your mother or your parents. Just and I know, okay, I'm doing it because I'm your son. Even if you waste it, you my son. Predigal son system. But the truth of the matter is, anybody that's going to join, that's going to finance you, wants to see. Nobody's going to, it's not just about potential. When you go to Silicon Valley, people that are financing tech startups, there's something the person has actually brought as a prototype. Like I say, okay, this can be scaled up. We can invest $100 million. You know what I'm saying? So you must bring something to the table. Oh, you have shown me a farm. Okay, last year we did 1,000 tubers. If I get 2 more acres, 2 more hectares, I can do 10,000. Are you serious? How much did you make? Let me see the financials. And even keep your financial records. Because work is cheap, and there's nobody to help us, nobody to help us. Nobody owes you help. That's the way you like. That's the way you like. Nobody owes anybody anything. Yeah, it's tough, but that's the truth. There are only 2 people that believe in you. God that put it there and you yourself. So, and guess what? The way this thing works, if you are able to pick yourself and begin to move along the line, you will see people enjoying you. That's it. You will see people. Take a look at Naomi and Ruth. Okay, they go now. My sons are there. They say, no, Mama, because you have something. And your people are not my people. I will be joined unto. Even in marriage, it's the same principle. A woman that says, yes, she has seen something, and this guy is willing to drop, okay, I can be part of this trade. That's the way it works. So nobody's going to just say because of a good idea of your diction or your friends that you don't know, I don't know. Mind that I don't know how I got. No! You get my point. So, first thing first, for me, do a budget check. Have your financials. It's not about having the bill. Have your financials. Last year I did this, but I learned that the timing was a bit wrong. I never could have gotten water, but you are giving me this. So you have that. This year is better. This year is better. There's a client turned friend I have. If he works in the government, it's sort of a fantastic portrait. 3,000 pounds. 3 years on the line, he wants to scale up. So now he's looking for about 200 million. He has given us the financials and says, look, if I get this money, I can now increase my pay. I can buy 10,000 beds. I will be part of it. I said, Mr. D, I'm interested. That's where you have things like private placement. Then you now have, when it now gets bigger, you now have public offer, initial public offer. That's how it starts. It's not magical, it's not calculated. So understand something. Nobody owes you anything.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Please appreciate it. Honestly, I'd give you a whole catalog. You know, I told you I was going to tell you about my masterclass, and honestly, if anybody would have told me I was going to be able to pull it off, I wouldn't have believed it. I set the price, it was quite pricey, it wasn't for everybody, and I'm sure you saw the flyer, but I got it done. Okay? It taught me many things. It taught me to talk to the right people. It showed me who not to talk to. The person that was not going to subscribe, it showed me. But I followed the process. That thing he was talking about. It shows you the pathway to go. And not just believing that somebody owes you money. No, that's not going to work. I work in the development space. And the credibility you must show to your funders to be able to give you funds it has to be impeccable. Do you understand? You have to be able to show that, look, this one, and they can spend $1 million to chase $1 you stole. If you steal $1, they won't mind spending $1 million just to recover that $1. So that's integrity that you need to build. It's not built in one day, that's the process. Build it and show evidence. Show your record.
Put it down. Okay? Have it written down.
Okay, what's happened to our son? Have that and be able to show this. I know the convener wants to talk about TESA, or is it TESA? Wants to talk about TESA itself. And in line with this question,
just to help you, right? Mr. Balogun was the one at our first edition of TESA last year. Very first. We didn't use this place. We used somewhere in Abuja. We started small. In fact, we reached out to many people we couldn't get. We got him by the mercy of God, I would say, and by relationship. And he came, he's a part of our story. We have not spoken to him on the level of Baldon clothing. It's in the experience that he has so far. A time will come, we'll start talking on the Baldon clothing dimension, where Baldon, I'm sure, will say, I want to put more money in TESA. I think it will come there. But I want to show you something. If you check our map, you will see MTN there. It wasn't there last year. It wasn't. People say MTN is giving you what? No. So you have to take that first step first and suffer. There are things you won't like to hear. You will suffer it, accept it. It's a part of the process. Let me say to you, you have to go through the pain. There's no shortcut. You will go through it. He finished his master class and God told me some stories. I know he's suffering some things. You have to. That's how you grow. Men will not give you money. Your uncle has money, he will not give you. And God will not allow him to give you.
Yes.
Let me help you here that they will not. Because I'm using this as an example for you. How many were we at the last semester? 20 people. Go up to 30. But we continue. We prayed for 1 year and you are here now. A lot of you are new. You are hearing us now. By next year we'll have 4 versions of it. You will say I was there last year. And I'm telling you, all of this you're seeing is people coming together, starting from sharing their idea, and we're building our own resources to get that. It is us first. Next year, I'm sure you'll hear somebody, a big name coming to join this. Maybe GT Bank, maybe Zeli Bank. You can't say, but you have to show that first. And be willing to rub Vaseline for the time being. Guy, are you hearing me? Yes. Perfume. If can't afford the keep it, use your own law.
That's right.
Suffer it. You have to tell your story. Your book, autobiography, will be empty. Say, how did you get there? How are you going? He was telling us that's how he got on bikes, he was carrying clothes. This is a graduate, father called him. What are you doing? They need to get that video out of the challenge. They need to get your story, please. His father was like, what are you carrying clothes up and down for? You will even appear mad to people. Stay there. Do it. And watch it do.
Thank you very much. Yes.
So I just wanted to
Please clap. Please clap. Please do that.
So I just wanted to add something else. Even when you have an idea, the idea needs to be tested. I'll use Zoom as an example. So my job, I interact with different people. When you speak to these three ladies, their taste and preferences are different. So I want to sell investment to you. The way she will take it is different from the way she will take it. So you have an idea, you want to make Zoom. As a good, I want money in their Zoom, sugar in their Zoom. But it's an idea. Until you've done it, tested it, then like you said, you let experience, you modify, you change. You now realize, is it workable, is it not? But if you don't start, you won't know. And now you even said platform. You have platforms, you have TikTok. You can show making this on TikTok. You can do it on Instagram or the farm. So nowadays, people don't even wait for anyone. They just set up a YouTube channel. They are posting their videos, telling their stories. Then as they do it, they get better. I saw a video of someone who was making cake. He showed his first cake, the next cake. He had grown. So now, yes, you need people to invest, but you will have platform, you have a phone, and you can, by the time you start posting, by the time you do 10 videos, you would have learned because you need to edit. You need to do this. You will go and learn how to edit. The first one may be a disaster, but you keep doing it, and that's how you will learn. If you do something 10 times, if I go and meet a client, if he says 1, 2, 3, I know what to say. But when I started working, I struggled. But if I walk into a room, I know what I want. If I enter and I say I want 1 billion, that 1 billion I will get it. If I speak to you, I know where the money is. If it won't work, I say this transaction, maybe it's not now, it's 6 months' time. So you need to start to know where to move. Thank you.
Thank you very much. How can you understand? So Adams, what's your WhatsApp status like? What's happening there? Have you shared that idea there? Who knows about it? You're not posting, you're not talking about it. You're posting. No. Get your own voice out. Alright? You have your platform. What's your social media? Are you using your social media to show this? Use it! Alright, let's hear Getty. Getty is going to speak to us. Go ahead, Getty.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Yes, my name is Getty. People call me Getty. I'm a juice blender.
Wow.
Produce fresh juice and healthy drinks.
Okay.
So being a producer, sometimes one of the things that affects us in starting something new is this fear factor. Sometimes we're afraid, like when you start this thing and maybe push it because of the cost of raw materials these days, the way things are, and when you push it to the market, it's not cheap anymore. And our business is not something that people need every day. They can always have alternatives, like you are doing it themselves and other things. So most times, I want to start something new. I'll have an idea, I want to go into different people. After going through all this, putting capital, and at the end of the day, the market didn't sell. So this will make us lay back and feel like, oh no, we have to start again.
Okay.
And back in the years, what sells more was acquire a degree and get a work and all that. But these days, your skills is what is selling these days. So, me personally, I have this passion for fashion. I've always wanted to dive into fashion and also maintain my production department. But the fear of losing the one I already have, I don't want to lose this one that's already giving me what I'm sure of. That I'm moving into another line and maybe I'll be struggling from the two. This one will go far and this one will crumble. So this is one of the things that is affecting me from going into something new. So please, I would like to know how to go about it.
Nigerian clap. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so Mr. Baldon already shared with us at the last year's version.
Yes.
And he answered this question. So we're going to let him start from there. Yeah, sir, please go ahead, sir.
Okay, so so I don't know, I can't honestly can't remember what I answered last year, but I'll tell you something. first and foremost, if you don't start, how do you? Hey! If you don't start, you say, there's a book, do it afraid. Do you understand? Once people to come on the water, come. He only started sinking when he started looking at around. Alright? So first things first is a couple of things I'll advise you. One, build your capacity in juice production. It's important because you can't be at 30% here, then you want to deploy that. Because what will happen is it will crumble. Can the juice production cannot function without you if you put in less attention. So it means that I need to scale up by getting more people, right? I need to ensure that you have templated the formula so that even in your absence, you're not okay. A bottle is 2 oranges, half garlic, black butter, whatever simple formula you use is standardized. You must work on that. Okay, that's one.
Standardization. Write it down.
But what? You upscale, you standardize. So it's standard. Whether I get it there or not, this is our standard. Okay? That is 3. Look at what are the other avenues you can push your juice through. Can you have off-takers? So you know that 500 bottles guaranteed. It's on lockdown, it's autopilot. Then fashion. When you say fashion, people come and say, oh, I want to have fashion. I say, fantastic. But the question is, why fashion? What part of fashion? Fashion is big. Fashion is wide. You want to do fast fashion. You want to do couture, wide couture. What's your market? What are you looking at? At the high end, and medium end, and low. Do you understand what your target audience is? Where are they? Where can they be found? How will they access? Why will they patronize you? What's your unique selling point? There are a list of questions. It's not just about, oh, this person is doing it and he's making money, I can do it. No. It goes beyond that. Where are you going to get materials from? Are you going to do it yourself? If you're going to make it yourself, how many things you can possibly make? Where are you going to get them from? What kind of, what's your temperament? Because if you don't know yourself, you can't manage other people. Tailors are crazy. Please. And I'm telling you that you have worked them for the better part of 30 years of my life. Alright? But you can only keep yourself in check. So you even need to understand your temperament. What's your purpose? Why fashion? Is it just as another revenue stream, but because you feel you have a calling and passion there? Because sometimes fashion will not sell. Sometimes it will not sell. It's the way there's somebody I'm mentoring, you know, and he comes to me and he was really depressed in September. That he's tired and all that. There are not one single person in his life. I started laughing. He said, anything I've said, you're not able. I said, it's September. He said, that's what he says. I said, yes. He said, I said, you haven't tried it. I said, just need to understand. I said, because it's your first cycle, you don't understand. There's a cycle. So the school fees, the priority are people, children that are going back to school. Some people is rent, some people, but it's a, so everybody takes it easy on the expenses that are not priority. He said, yeah. Thank you. So you need to understand that. There's a lot. People don't think about I can sew, I can sell. No. What do you do with the rejected clothes? How do you absorb costs? How do you minimize costs? It's a gamut. So, which is why I'm saying, first and foremost, before you do a deep dive into fashion, ensure that your juice, which is your cash cow, that's it, your cash cow. Yeah. Don't take your eyes off the ball. It's already giving you money. But you now need to standardize it so it's able to operate even in your absence, because fashion will take your time.
Let me ask you, sir, please, let's appreciate you. I would only say that's one of the differences between us and Adedoyin. You can hear this as well. We don't document our processes and make it standardized so that we can teach the others. We don't do research and development. This is it. This is research and development he has just told you to do. Document it so you can translate it. Develop SOPs, okay, standard operation procedures, okay, for that. But she mentioned she's scared of market, fear of, she produces and your customer. Or how did you determine your customers? That's what her question is.
How do you determine your customers? So first and foremost, who are you? the way God has made man is very funny, and I want you everybody to think about it. We're actually human magnets. We attract our kind. Check it. So even in your business, you're going to attract people of your kind. So the question is, which class and what can you sell to them? How much is their disposable income? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. Now, when you want to go into, which I asked you, is it going to be streetwear? Is it ready to wear? Is it made to measure? Is it high fashion? Because she was talking about juice production. So, what are you selling? I tell you something, you're not really selling juice.
Loud it, sir.
You're not really selling juice. You think you're selling juice. And that's also a problem. You need to know what you're selling. What do you think? Okay, so let me have a trick question. And I'll tell you why you don't see, and after this I'll tell you why you don't see something in the market. What do you think, who do you think MTN's biggest competition is? MTN, biggest competition they have.
Anybody?
Do you think MTN's biggest competition? Globe. MTN's biggest competition is bread. Once is bread, is food to eat, is food. Because guess what? And that's why they stopped producing 3,000 naira recharge card. Go and check it. Because they found out that the average Nigerian would rather buy 200 naira recharge card, 500 naira bread, and tea. And that's why Close Up had to start doing sachet. Alright? That's why Chelsea had to start doing sachet gin. Nobody was buying the bottle. They are all competing for that 2,000 naira in your pocket. So, going back to the question, what are you really selling? You're not selling juice. The moment you say you're selling juice, I calculate in my head, how much is orange? No, it's too expensive. Okay? What you're selling is not juice, what you're selling is health. And you need to be able to understand that and how to build your business around it. Does that make sense? Because at the point at which I said, no, okay, this is quite healthy, the sugar level, the blah, yeah, even though it's sweet, it's not going to affect your insulin, okay, give me food, give me fine. No, there's no additives, there's no preservatives, this won't cause a spike, this won't do this. And guess what, sir? We've also added ginger for this, we've added turmeric in this, we've added this for that, so that all this, it moves from being juice. Because guess what? If I say you're selling juice, I can buy Chivita. That's right. Did you get my point? So I tell clients, you see, what the vehicle of you selling health is just juice. That's the vehicle. What I sell is one, on time, timeliness in delivery, creative style, you understand? Convenience. Because you don't chase up and down. That's what I sell. The medium is just food. You need to understand what you're selling. Check out my point. So, what are you selling?
Thank you. Please appreciate him. I can see.
We're helping you brand your business.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why we're helping you brand it for free. You also need to look at the aspect of family. Families eat together. You want to encourage the eating together. You want to encourage the children to take this to school instead of taking sugary drinks to school. So you need to look at the family and see how you can take your children. So this is a family package. This is for singles. This is for guys in the gym. But let's look at family. I'm a family man. If you tell me that this I'll take would help my family time together, I would consider it as a family. I'm thinking like a general family person. What you're saying to me is family. So if you have some kind of package and I see the picture of the lovely looking, I have 3 girls, I see the picture of a man with 3 girls on the bottle.
On you.
By what they call that thing, there's an expression, word for it. It's some kind of bias. I will opt for that thing you are pushing to me because you're saying family to me. So you need to study and look and say, okay, how many families live long for this period? have a doctor here. How can we go and say, okay, you live longer till you see your grandchildren? So if you observe an advert that was done recently, Colgate, they use the advert and they use children without the front teeth. And a lot of Nigerians don't understand the advert. So why they use the children without teeth in front? But I wanted to buy Colgate after that. Because I have a child that had yes, it appealed to my bias. So you need to look at that also. That there are times when people buy from you, and it's not because of anything. It's just that you appeal to a particular bias sentiment. By standard of bias now, when we're having next TESA, I want to wear Baldon. Bias. I'm trying to show you now. Yes, HR is going to be MC. It's just hey, it's bias.
So, right on that bias, okay? Please appreciate everyone who has asked a question. I would have loved for us to take some more questions, but I'm so sorry, time is not our friend right now. Please, can you help me appreciate our convener, our CSO, as well as Mr. Adedoyin. Thank you. Can I have my left and back? Can I have these seats taken away? Thank you. All right. So, how has TESA been for you? What's been the experience? What's it been? Has it been good? Yeah, impactful, right? Mind shifting, changing for everyone. All right. Thank you. Yes. So, we would like to receive feedback from you about TESA, and so please, a barcode will be sent around the room. Okay, it's up there. Can we send it around the room? You want us to get it? Okay, all right. So there are barcodes before you head out of the room. Please do us a favor and provide feedback. Please also be informed that we're welcome to receive you to be a part of this conversation, to be a part of TESA. Okay, it's open to you. Like I mentioned at the beginning, the Cynical Center for Development, we're out to develop people. All right, the individuals, and TESA is actually the first of the babies of the Cynical Center for Development. All right, and this is our second version, and we can see it's having an impact on you based on the feedback we have received, and we're trusting that even today's version has done that and even much more. So please, in whatever ways you want to support this, you want to work physically. I was celebrating Kennedy, the young man who decided to sit on our console today. All right, to manage our sound. Please appreciate it, okay? I'm particular about volunteering, okay? Because it is a pathway to greatness. So everybody who wants to serve for free. I'm also a Toastmaster. One of the things that we learn in Toastmasters is we learn to lead and to communicate. And we do everything there free of charge. You're not getting paid to do what you do as a Toastmaster. And I see that those are the lessons we need to learn. For those of us in my generation, we served in church. We did everything we did in church for free. And we learned, and we're marketing the skills today. Do you understand? Yes, we're doing that. All right? So even video editing, I have learned in managing media in my church. I've learned how to do it. Mr. Baldon when he saw the work I was doing, the video I made of him for TESA, he was looking at me, medical doctor, you understand? But we let it all from volunteering, sir. All right? And a passion to see that, look, whatever assignment is given to us, we must do it. That's another thing you need to learn. It's going to push you into a new economic horizon. What is that person in your house? You're not living in your father's house. But what is that your uncle telling you to do? Do it. That your auntie telling you to do. Do it. That unit in church that they're telling you. Do it. Do you understand? The people that will push you into that new economic horizon are not the same people that will maintain you there. Their job is to push you into it. Say, do this. And by the time you start doing it, before you know it, your life will transform. All right? So there is an opportunity at the Cynical Center for Development, and like I told you earlier, it's an affiliate of the Appointed Assembly Global, the Quest Church that meets here on Sundays at 4 p.m. It's an evening church. So these are things that you should learn. Tomorrow, we're going to be here at 4 p.m. So please be a part of this. There are opportunities for you to serve, to volunteer, and to learn and to grow. That's what TESA is all about, okay? So please remember the barcodes. We'd like to receive that feedback. We'd like to take a picture at the end of this, so please don't be in a hurry to go. We'll take a picture right here with this beautiful backdrop, okay? There's so much more we wanted to share, so much more even in my heart burning to have shared with you. But like we said, next year we're going to have 3 different versions before the main TESA. The first Saturday of 2025 is TESA. Yes, okay? First Saturday in November. First Saturday of November 2025 is TESA. Every first Saturday of November is TESA, okay? So next TESA is the first Saturday in November. That's going to be it. And I'm sure the convener is going to make an announcement right after this, but I needed to give us all of this feedback, okay? So in case you want to see a few things about TESA, you can check the Quest Nation on social media. You can check that out on Instagram, on Facebook, basically on TikTok as well, at the Quest Nation, all right? That's where you can find more information about TESA. And all of these videos, pictures, and every other thing that's coming out of this, you will find them up there. But TESA will soon have a life of its own. The Senegal Center for Development will soon have a pathway of its own. And so those handles might change in the future. I want to give room to first the for a vote of thanks, the convener himself, and he's going to be making an announcement for TESA 2025. Please do me a favor and welcome Shola Adebayo.
It's an honor to be standing in front of you and to have been given this assignment to convene TESA. What we usually do for TESA is we announce the theme for TESA a year ahead. And we don't do it because we are just trying to be smart. We do it because we have a clear direction of where we are going, we are headed. So for TESA 2025, everybody, I think they're having a drum roll. TESA 2025, the theme is Reinvent for Change. Sir, you know now. You know. So, first Saturday in November 2025, I trust I'll see you and see you come with a friend. Maybe if you're single, you'll be married then, or you'll be out of school, graduated, or you'll have built that big business, or have gotten that fantastic job you're looking for. 2025 TESA will be, the General Assembly in November will be Reinvent for Change. Please say after me, Reinvent. For change. That is the theme. Can we clap and applaud for that? But I want to also remind us that we'll be having special sessions for men, for women, and for young people. The first will start, ladies first, will be for women. We'll be having that January. We'll be having it communicated to you. So please, you will receive a text from us. All women, you will come and hear about how to thrive, flourishing in a very hostile environment. It is strictly for women or strictly women, ladies, and for men that want to just eavesdrop, just be around. Then we have for the men, which is called Drive, TESA plus Drive for men. Then for young people from the ages of, what we put it, 18 to 25, it's called Strive. So we'll be having TESA Plus. We'll be doing all of that the first quarter of next year, and it's going to be fabulous. Like HMH Samuel said, if you want to be a part of the Senegal Center for Development team that hosts TESA, please just put your name down or let him know, and we would have our meet with you. It is very important that we begin to build a strong community. Now, I also want to say that we will not just be holding seminars. But my brother, you asked the question, we want to see that during the year we can have conversations. We can ask you, how is your farm doing? What is the input you need? Because somebody somewhere might know someone that can help you. So we want to form a strong community for TESA. It's not just about talking. Where he knows someone and I know someone, and because you're part of this community, they can support you. And the support is not necessarily money. They might introduce you to somebody that will give you advice, counsel, and even money as well to make improve. For instance, you have 1 hectare in Benue, and my husband has 1 hectare in Ondo, and there is no crisis there. And you go and farm your cassava in Ondo State, and you are still smiling to the bank. Is that not a good thing? Go back, so that's how we build the community. So we want to build a TESA community, a strong TESA community. When you see our text messages and all we send to your emails, we're not bugging you. We understand that it takes cross-pollination and synergy and networking to grow businesses and to also grow whatever it is that we have in mind. Even bad things need energy to grow. So we put all our energy there. I hope when I see you next time, you tell us how your juice has filled the whole of Abuja. You know, I'm looking forward to that. For everyone that has been a part of this. But in rounding off this, very key as we begin to leave this room, I'm sure we have made friends, and I'm sure we have connected in some way. Please do that. I like this fine man here. He looks like a cousin of mine. I need to get to know how your beard is that full. I've been trying to grow mine. I need to keep to oils. I'm just showing you that we need to have conversations. Please don't just rush out of this place. Have a conversation with someone. You can never tell where it will lead to. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. My heart is full and I'm excited. And thank you for being a part of TESA 2024. Thank you so much. I just appreciate this type of I learned something. Never treat people that make you a priority as an option. He started with us in the trenches. We are coming out of the trenches. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. HR example, I won't have nothing for the pictures we're going to be taking. Please don't rush and let's take the photographs. I want to see you tomorrow and say, I know this guy. I know before he became teaching. I saw him at TESA. Who believes that will be persuaded that? So let's go. Let's find this MC. That's one global HR example as it takes the pictures. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Shola Adebayo, the convener of the Economic Summit Abuja. Please, yes.
Apologies if I committed grave sin. To the team that helped to handle TESA, apologies please. HR example, Uche Okora, brought you Mpamah. This is Mpamah here. Uche Okora, lots of sample. Shola Adebayo, that's right. I almost see that this. I almost really crying. Excuse me, who did I miss? Our partners, yes. We have Yasmin. Oh my God, I almost said this was a bad, terrible. Yasmin, Mr. Korafor runs Yasmin. Please stand up. Let's see you. And they provided us tea, juice, coffee, all that you took with the pies, pro bono, please, let's appreciate located in Jabi. See him, will tell you where it is. You can hang out there, it's lovely. Yeah? See, where is sweet past this one? I just have to tell my Africa's finest people. Titan Clan, Mr. Clothiers, Mpamah, stage man, Cash Boots, they provided our snacks. Thank you, God bless you. Same concerns, solutions, all the ideas with this. We have been running this. MTN also showed face. They helped us. Then we had Mirror Multimedia Communications. The photography is step out. You know what he did? I arrived in this country yesterday and came in for TESA today. From Uganda, where was it? Uganda. And Thomas was coming. And please, appreciate my attention. Oh, I almost committed the crime. And all the volunteers, people that have helped, I don't know your names, but you showed up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know your name is Bukola. Yes, Bukola. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. We are grateful. Please, I think I've done everything. Where's Francis? Francis, Rachel, thank you. Oh, that's Francis. That's Francis. God bless you. It takes me to get things to work. So we are grateful. I will not commit an unpardonable sin being ungrateful. Once again, Mr. Baldon, thank you. Cybersecurity in Nile University. So you should go to it for mentoring for marriage and raising boys. Can I have a to you now? You want to come with me here? You're coming? Africa's finest.
Thank you very much, the convener again. I'm going through the word of thanks and appreciating everyone who has been a part of this brilliant edition of the Economic Summit Abuja. It has been life-changing. My eyes are open to see lots more opportunities that I have as an individual and as a brand, HRH Royal Limited, okay? You can do me that favor of following me on Instagram at HRH Sambo, Facebook at HRH Compare, and on Twitter at X at HRH Sambo again, okay? Sambo is S-A-M-B-O, His Royal Highness is Sambo, okay? Do me that favor. We'd like to take some remarks as well from the CSO. CSO, let's welcome you up here. Please give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon once again, and thank you for taking time to attend and stay till the end. As we close this pivotal economic summit, let's carry forward the lessons we've learned. You know, it's one thing to learn to live on a high and just go out and then T-Pay just give wait, and just but let's all the things we've learned are key to lay a foundation for sustainable growth and global competitiveness. The key is practice. When the Bible says if you look at yourself in the mirror, you know it's like a man that just looks and forget what it looks like. So please, we want you to implement what you've learned. We want you to practice. We want you to run with it. And our goal is, by the time we see you next year, you'll be bigger, you'll be better, and you have stories to tell. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Obiageli Mpamah. I don't know if you picked it up when we were having the panel session. She mentioned a figure. Did you hear that figure? She mentioned that even she knows as in there are levels to these things, all right? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, and that's one of the things that my masterclass did for me. It made me step up in my thinking and start thinking small. Okay, yeah, and that's a good experience I've had in just doing that, and also interacting with the likes of the CEO of Baldon. Honestly, I've engaged him to see how I can step up my level of thinking and doing things, and I believe it's rubbing off on all of us as you listen to me as a host of this event. Okay, so thank you all very much for that. I think we can.